But I think Anonymous said, if you could have had Susie or Rihanna or Naomi Campbell, you would have, but you couldn't. So you got me, boo. But as a man, as the lady said, man, I didn't get Susie. What do you think?
So I'm looking at these comments, and I see Black Lexicon says, you spoke it in the first person, but the other truth is the third person that you want changes to. And so that begs the question, maybe that was the person that you thought you wanted, but they will evolve. I like to say evolve. They will evolve as well, throughout life. And who's to say in which direction? So it is one of those things where I think we have to really, really think about this long term, not this short term thing, but these long term relationships a little bit differently. And again, to Dr. Alicia's point, there is no perfect relationship. There's no perfect, we got these ideals in our head, but the reality is we're not perfect people. And I think that's what we don't do. We look at other people and we look at them in terms of, maybe I'm settling and all these things. But what about us? What about our flaws? What about the fact that we are not necessarily where we are headed? When the person finds us, we may be a little bit just over a hot mess. Both of us may be there. But as time goes on, we have experiences, both good and bad. We have our differences, we work through them, and we become a better version of ourselves. And so I think we have to give each other grace. But to answer your question, I'm going to go biblical here for a second. Do you guys remember the story of Jacob and was it Rachel? When it Rachel that he was in love with, and because he was a conster, his uncle Laban, if I remember his name was, he kind of tricked him as well. He told him he was going to let him have Rachel, and Jacob only had to work for 7 years or so for Rachel. And then on wedding night, he found out he didn't get Rachel. He got her big sister, because that was the order in which things happen. The big sister gets married first, not the little sister. So then he loved his woman so much that he worked another 7 years, to get her hand in marriage. But of course, Leah, the older sister, felt some kind of way because she knew who the love of Jacob's life was, which was Rachel, and it was not her. And because of that, I think we probably still have some tension in the world today, but we're not here to talk about all that. We're going to bring it on back to the topic at hand. So yeah, people can feel and probably will feel very slighted to know that they were thought of or are being thought of as the second choice, or that, their mates, quote unquote, settled for them. But I think, again, we have to really understand who we are and where we are. None of us are perfect. We're all becoming, and we all need to extend a level of grace to each other.
Both of you no longer brought up some really good points. And in the chat, I want y'all to see, I was going to tell y'all to tell me if you have settled, but we're not going to have you put your business out there like that. So I'm going to ask it differently. Do you know somebody, man or woman, who it has settled or is in a relationship where they settled? Or talk to me in the chat. Let me know about